What's really cool about him is that when you put him up to the wall and the lights are out, you're going to see all these stars and bats illuminated on your walls and on your ceiling. So he's a really cool piece. The only thing I'm going to say about him is that he's a large piece, and although I absolutely adore him and I couldn't leave the store without him, I'm going to have to really think about where he's going to go, because he's a large piece and I've got several large pieces and not a ton of house to put such large pieces. So I do have the receipt for him if I will have to sadly part with him, because he was $20, which still is not a lot for an item like this, but I'm running out of room, and so I'm a little sad about that. Now here's this guy. You might have seen him this year, or different renditions of this sort of like stacked jack-o'-lantern, wood-looking, worn, sort of dirty-looking statue. And this guy just features two little jack-o'-lanterns with this cute ghost, and it says "Boo." I got this guy 2 years ago, and he was $17. And he's just really cute and nice looking and fun. And he goes, sounds weird, but he goes on the ground next to my fireplace entertainment center thing. Next piece is my final like large decorative item, which is going to be this witch. Now I'm going to zoom in on her so you can see her face a little better, but again, she's this heavy duty material. She has that vintage like warm look. The paint job isn't perfect, but I kind of like that about her. It gives her that vintage look. She's got this little broom that has natural twigs, and this jack-o'-lantern that she's holding with this sort of crooked hat. And she has this, whoops, I'm shaking the whole table. She has this long flowing hair that makes her look a little bit more pretty than creepy. And I'll show you a close-up of her face. So this is her face. She's a very kind looking witch. Like, you know, she's still got her cute little spooky outfit and her jack-o'-lantern, but she's not going to put any curses on you, you know? She's just the friendly neighborhood witch. And she's going to go on the counter in my guest bathroom that's downstairs. So she's kind of going to be the overseer of the potty room. Running out of space down here. Okay. Next is arguably one of my favorite pieces that I've put together this year. And that's going to be, hold on, let me, ooh, hold on. I've got a two-tiered tray here and it's sticking a little. Ooh, do you hear that? It's got a lot of glass on it, and so I'm not going to mess around with it. So I'm just going to go ahead and move the camera. Okay, so this is my two-tiered tray, and as you can see, it has this wooden post going in the middle and just sort of this, like, not necessarily galvanized, but this silver weathered tray surface. And I got this a year ago. I didn't get this for the Halloween season, but It's just gonna sit in the middle of my breakfast table in the kitchen so that you can see it on all sides. It could go on the kitchen counter, but I just thought putting it on a circular table, it's gonna get a lot more attention all the way around, which is what I want. So, let me see if I can't move this. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm just like blocking the camera and making a mess. Okay, I was able to move it. So let's go back to where we were. Ooh, I'm in a really crammed little spot here, so forgive me. Okay, alright, let's zoom in a little. So, woo, this table is really not that stable, so I'm trying to be careful. Alright, first I'm going to start out with this little Jack Skellington mug, and he is really cute. I'm nearly positive that my husband and I got him at Walmart several years ago when my husband was active duty in the military. We picked this guy up, so I have no idea how much we paid for him, but he's just adorable, and I'm using him as a little treat stick or drink stir holder. These little sticks here are from Target, and they're meant for like those little candy pops, but I'm using them as treat sticks. And then I've got these that, let's see if it'll focus. I've got these that say poison. There it goes. It's metallic, so it's going to reflect the light, but they say poison, and these little treat sticks were from Party City. And there's a whole pack of them. And I think I paid maybe $3 for the treat sticks, and I think the pack of like 12 of these poison ones were $2 or $3. Next I'm going to show you this little treat jar, and this was from Home Goods, and I paid $8 for him, $7.99. It has an airtight seal, and it's empty right now, but I plan to either put maybe some sort of like breakfast biscotti in it, or possibly just my coffee grounds. And then I'm just putting him on here. These three little, let's see. These three little bowls here were all from Home Goods and TJ Maxx, and I think I paid $2 for each of them. And then inside I've got this little cauldron with the witch legs sticking out. That is from Michael's, and it goes to like their little spooky towns or whatever, but I just thought it looked cute sticking out from inside these bowls. And that goes right there. Next, I guess I'll just show you if I can. I have the Rae Dunn creamer and sugar holders, and this is the sugar, and I just tied a little bow on it that I got from Michael's, and I'm using that Target Dollar Spot Witch Hat as a lid. This doesn't have any sugar in it yet, but this was from Home Goods, and it was $6. I guess I'll show you the creamer, which is on the other side. Here's the creamer, and again I put a bow on it, and then I had this little glittery spider that just has a little clip on it, and I attached it to that bow. And this has nothing in it right now, but when I have guests I'll fill it with either half and half or French vanilla creamer is what I prefer. Now I'm going to show you the things that I'm most excited about this year, which seems silly to some. My husband was teasing me about how excited I get over cups. But I discovered the Portobello by Design cups and absolutely fell in love with them. And so here's the first one. This is more of like the coffee style mug, and I only have one of these. But it features little kitty cats. And I just think these illustrations are so beautiful. And I love the use of the colors and that it's just like on this white background. These are all fine bone china. And so they feel really delicate, but they are dishwasher and microwave safe. But I'd feel a little risky putting them in the dishwasher, but if I did, I would definitely only ever put them on the top rack. So that's the first one, and that's the only like coffee styled mug I have. The next one I got was these little witch silhouettes, and they're featuring some cats and poisons, and they have like colorful tights. She's holding a little potion bottle. There's bats all around. And jack-o'-lanterns, and as you can see I still have the price tag on. All of these are $5. And they're just gorgeous. I absolutely love them. And then the inside has little spiders around the rim, and at the bottom it says poison. I just appreciate the way these are made and the details. I'm obsessed with. I'm seriously obsessed with. And I'm going to save my favorite one for last. The next one I have is this one, and it features jack-o'-lanterns, bats, potion bottles, and little candies going around. And again, on the inside it has some jack-o'-lanterns going around the lip, and it just says Happy Halloween at the bottom with this sort of sinister looking jack-o'-lantern. The next one I have is this guy, and he features mostly just the black cats with some stars and jack-o'-lanterns and little spiders and bats. There's even a little mouse down here. This little kitty has a witch hat and a moon. And again, the inside has these little kitty cats and stars, and it says trick or treat. Okay, and then the next one is really pretty because it has this orange sky, and it's a graveyard scene, and it just says R.I.P. with this little skeleton, creep it real, stay spooky with a zombie hand coming out. Here's a little witch flying over the moon. Trick or treat, rest in peace, creep it real. The little black cat and a raven sitting on the gravestone. So I love how this one offers a little bit more color. Instead of it looking more white, it looks more orange. And on the inside, the lip of this one says Happy Halloween, and it has the little witch over the moon. And that one is probably my second favorite. And this one that I'm about to show you is my ultimate favorite. I had been picking these mugs up for the last several weeks and didn't have too much trouble finding them, although now going back I haven't been seeing them at all. I've seen the ones that look like this, but they're like dogs dressed up as characters and stuff, and I guess I do have, you know, two of the ones that have like the cats on them, but these ones read way more like Halloween to me. The other ones kind of were just not my cup of tea per se. So I'd seen this one on eBay and they were selling it for $25, and I think like $7 shipping, and I was just like, dang it, like if I don't find this one, I'm gonna end up biting the bullet and spending way too much money on a stinking cup. And then one day I walked into TJ Maxx and I saw it sitting there, and then a light shone down and it was like, hallelujah, and there it was. Oh my gosh, I love this one. I just think it is to die for. It's so cute. It has witch hats, bats, leaves, jack-o'-lanterns, the kitty cats, spiders, skeletons, candy on it, and it says Happy Halloween. I mean, this is just like all of the Halloween goodness thrown onto this one adorable mug. And on the inside of this one, it just has bats, jack-o'-lanterns, and candies going around the lip. And it says trick or treat inside. And when I tell you I was excited when I saw this, I was so excited. I texted a picture of it to my husband and I was like, oh my gosh, look what I just found. I'm not going to have to spend $25 or $30 for a cup. I spent $5 for this cup. No shipping. And I was just so happy, and like put it in my cart and walked around the rest of the time like, I can't believe I found this thing. It must be how like the collectors of Rae Dunn feel. I do have, you know, a few Rae Dunn pieces, but it wasn't like I ever went searching for them. I just picked them up for the sake of my tiered tower because I think that they're cute, but I'm just not willing to like fight people for these items. But I would have been willing to negotiate with someone in the store for this one. So I'm just going to go ahead and put all of these back on this tray. And I've also got this peach cheese stuck in there. This is not Halloween at all, but I stuck it in there because it is orange and green and it's my favorite. I picked it up at a TJ Maxx months ago. Wow, this video is getting extremely long. It's kind of ridiculous how much stuff I have and how much I love to ramble on about it. So, I have some like party related things that are in the box on the floor next to me. I don't think I'm going to show that to you today because then this video would be even longer. Whoops, sorry. And look, we're running out of time and I'm running out of space, so I'm going to hurry up and get through these last few things. So now I'm going to move to the store at home, which used to be Garden Ridge, and now is just called At Home. Got one more piece down here. Okay. First I'll show you this really creepy thing. This is probably the spookiest thing that I've bought. It is this kind of greenish brown, veiny, creepy witch hand. And I'm not really into like scary Halloween stuff, but when I saw this, I just thought, okay, this would look kind of cute and creepy coming out of like one of the food bowls or a treat bowl or something, or coming in the back, sort of like, rawr, it's gonna get you. So this definitely is the creep, like I can like hold her hand, aww, but the details on it are just so creepy, like the veins and the knuckles are all like bulging with the skinny fingers and the pointed nails. It's creepy, but I paid $8 for it, and I think it's going to add a spooky touch to the food table at my party. Then I guess I'll just show you this. It's a cupcake sort of tower. It's wire with just these little feet. They're spider webs, and they feature these little spiders on both sides, and I plan on either making cupcakes or just a big cookie cake and cutting it into small squares and just stacking it on top of these little trays. Lastly, from at home, I've got this wooden sign that reads, "Boo!" And these are just, what, 2 or 3 inch blocks, painted black, with some lettering, you know, this jute rope running through it, and some little wooden beads that they painted black and orange. And I was considering doing a little DIY and making one of these after I saw it in the store and saw that it was $10. I thought, shoot, I could go home and I could make that. But lo and behold, I thought by the time that I buy the paint and stencils or some sort of stickers to put on the front or adhesives and find the wooden beads and everything, like, I'm probably going to spend, you know, between $8 and $10 for all of the items. So the next time I was there, I saw it again. It was the last one, and I picked it up. And this guy is going to go in my downstairs bathroom in front of my friendly witch. Okay, and now the last thing that I'm going to show you in this video, I do have other things, but I just don't have much time. It's one giant thing and then like 2 small things. So I'm just going to show you. Oh dear. I'm knocking things over. Like I said, this is very big. So I knocked over my little jack-o'-lantern. Whoops. Okay. So I don't know if you can see, but this is my centerpiece for my coffee table. This is just a black aged wooden tray from Hobby Lobby, and I picked this guy up on sale for 15 bucks, and he's very big. And this is just the little setup I've got going on here. I've got that faux book with the cloche on top, the witch boots inside, my little jack-o'-lantern on a pedestal, and I didn't show this to you, but I got this candle from Home Goods, and the brand is DW Home, which I love this brand and highly recommend, and it's called Goblin's Goo, but oh my, this candle smells very similar to Cider Lane from Bath & Body Works, which I think you can get online, but you can't get in stores, and it's one of my favorite candles. It smells like caramel apples. That is what it smells like. So this is my setup, and then my TV remotes go right here. And then the last 2 little things I want to show you are both DIYs that I did. First, I did these little Halloween coasters. You can YouTube DIY coasters and you'll probably see many videos, and I'd done things like this before, so I just already knew how to do it. But this time I used washi paper. I know there's such thing as washi tape, but they have washi paper where it's just like a literal adhesive paper that I just stuck on these tiles that you can pick up at Lowe's for 80 cents a piece. And I found these little felt pads at Lowe's, and I think there was a pack of like 20 for $3. So I just used that washi paper, did some like adhesive over it, and this little cutout right here was from some Halloween paper I picked up at either Joann's or Michael's, and it has that sort of metallic font with the spider coming down, and I just Mod Podged over it to stick that onto that washi paper. Here's another one, washi paper, lime green spider webs, and the last one is this orange washi paper with the little bats and polka dots. So those are going to sit in my TV tray. I just thought they were really, really cute, and it was a fun and really quick project that if you're ever bored but you don't have a super, you know, large attention span and you don't have a lot of money to go out and buy a ton of craft products, you know, I just threw these together on a Friday night while I was watching Netflix, and it was really fun, and you get that sort of instant gratification of like seeing what you've made, and it was just really quick and simple and inexpensive. And then the last thing I'm going to show you, the absolute last thing I'm going to show you, is this little DIY I did today. This says, "Hocus Pocus, I need coffee to focus." And obviously I didn't come up with that little slogan. I'd seen it online. But I went onto dafont.com, DAFONT.com, and I just downloaded some different fonts, and then I downloaded some different little graphics that I found online, and I threw it together, and I just went up to CVS and got it printed out, and then I found this little 4x4 photo frame from TJ Maxx, and I stuck it in, and then I just used some ribbon I had and hot glued a little bow on it. And this little guy goes on my little tray with my coffee stuff. Not the two-tiered tray that I just showed you, but I have like an actual tray that sits on the counter next to the coffee machine that has some like to-go cups from the Target dollar spot that say Hello Pumpkin on them. So that is another little DIY I did today, and it just sits up like this. Whoops, I don't think you can see that, but that's okay. It just props up like that, and it was really quick and simple and easy. It was 70 cents. No, it wasn't even 70 cents. I don't know, it must have been 35 cents for the print that I put together for free, and then this frame was $3.99, and I already had the ribbon on hand and a hot glue gun, so I just threw it together. And I really love it because I love that slogan. It's so funny because it's so true. Okay guys, that is it. That is my Halloween decor sort of overview. I'm sorry this is so long, like so long. If you have watched this entire video, you are a true Halloween lover like me, and I just want to say thank you. And if you want to see sort of a decorate with me that I'm going to do in the next week, give this video a like and let me know in the comments that you'd be interested in seeing that, or if you'd rather just see me sort of do a tour once I have everything up, because there are other things that I didn't show you that are more just boring, I guess, tablecloths and a few other little things. So let me know if you want to see that. Thank you so much for watching this video. Yeah, have a great day, night, whatever time it is where you are, and have a spooky Halloween.